What I did not recognize was the severity of illness that would be seen in patients who are older, and the rapidity with which this illness would spread through elderly populations. And had we known that, we could have instituted more restrictive control measures to prevent exposure to that group, and also to get very early treatment for that group to try to prevent the complications.
We all wished, for the sake of people, that we had recognized that this was coming earlier, could have had things in place for hospitals to manage patients, probably could have prevented a lot of the mass amounts of people that came in all at once, had more PPE available so that people weren't without it.
What we saw early on is that as soon as somebody started to get, to 6 liters of oxygen on this nasal cannula, they just got worse and worse, and so we jumped to intubation. Now we're realizing that probably something in between for some patients, like putting them on that high flow oxygen or putting them on that BiPAP, may actually be okay for some. The other thing that we've learned is that actually you can prone people, meaning whereas normally when someone's on a stretcher, they're on their back. If you have someone who's actually fairly well, they're able to talk to you, follow your commands, but their oxygen is a little low, you tell them, please flip over on your stomach, and every 30 minutes we're going to change your position. That actually works really well, right? The sickest of the sick still need to be intubated, and that's just the way it is. But there's a larger interim group that we really didn't understand.
The theory is that the lungs are like a sponge, and if you lie on your back for a very long time, that gravity sort of pulls all the secretions and the fluid and mats down that part of the lung, and that by flipping people over, you free up that space in the front of the torso to allow the lungs to open and expand and give better oxygenation, and it works.